know today's genre is BTS, but what song should I react to? I mean, if only someone would tell me what kind of things I should react to when it comes to BTS. If only there was someone who would say something. Let's do it. What's up, dreamers? Welcome back to the Rocker Review, where every Monday we take a different genre, break it apart, try to figure out what makes it rock, what's interesting, see if there's songwriting lessons we could take home from it. I'm Bryce of Midnight Notion. Today's genre is BTS, and by very popular request, we are watching Proof live. This is a long video, so I'm going to try to do less talking. I say that every video, but before we get into it, I want to have just a little conversation with the BTS army out there. I'm still new to this. I don't know as much about this group as you do. I'm still learning, okay? So I want you to ask yourself, before you start tipping away at the comments below, ask yourself, am I the kind of army who invites people in and helps them learn about my favorite group? Or am I the type of army who says, you're wrong, and shoos people away and makes them never want to listen or react to videos of BTS ever again? What kind of army are you? I'm here because I'm interested to learn more about the group. I've already done 2 other reactions to their stuff, so I'm interested to learn more. I did enjoy the previous stuff, so just know I'm coming from a place of interest and learning. Now, this time I'm not going to go into the lyrics because I don't speak Korean. I know some of you were really like, you gotta read the lyrics, you gotta read the lyrics, but there are other channels out there devoted to breaking down the lyrics of BTS. This is not that channel. This channel is about exploring music and learning what we can, seeing what we can learn from it. So I'm gonna react as a musician, as a producer, as a songwriter. So the lyrics are gonna be less important to me in this video. I am gonna turn on captions, so I will read along, but I'm mostly zeroing in on their performance and the music. One last thing before we get into it, rock that subscribe button. There's more reactions to other genres. I hope you join me with the other stuff. And number 2, check out my music. Midnight Notion is available all across the internet. I'm sure there's something on there that you will like as well. Let's get into it. Proof live. It's very arid region.
I'm a born singer, 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗜𝗖.
Oh, they got a backing band. I love the background singers. Okay. Love the bass. Get it. No, how do you put an ad in the middle of a song? Come on, YouTube. Yeah, don't change. Okay, cool. So I want to take a look at this production here. We have a track all the way around them. I could tell this is a fancy rig. This probably got a camera on it. Over to the left, there's a thing on the track. It's probably some form of dolly. I'm expecting this to zoom around them at some point. I don't know if it will, but that's what it looks like it wants to do. It's on some sort of set. We got lights in the back that's backlighting the group, even though they're out in the sun. If we cut to the track and it zooms around the track, we should probably be able to see the production equipment that is filming this part. So now I'm starting to think maybe they won't do that. Maybe this track is specifically for cut-ins, but I don't know if we'll ever see the back sides of the dancers or the backing band or the band themselves. But very curious. One other thing that I would like to point out is chords. I don't see a lot of chords here. I mean, they're mostly covered up, but like the drum mics, the bass amp, the guitar amp, the keyboard, what are they all plugged into? Are they all wireless? A word to the non-musicians out there. If it's filmed and edited, it might not be live. It's okay. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying the people can't do these things. But sometimes when you're filming something, you're just lip syncing to pre-recorded audio. So there is a chance that this isn't actually live. I'm not making that claim right now. I'm just saying there's a slight chance that this is not live, and that's perfectly fine. Every artist does it, myself included. So what I'm curious about is when you look at the microphones on the drum kit, on the keyboards, even just the microphones themselves, they have to be plugged into something. Over on the far left, I can see a production tent, so maybe everything is wireless and it's being beamed over there, and that's where all the mixing is occurring, or it's behind the camera. Either way, I don't see any PAs. They probably all have in-ear monitors. So that's fine, but I'm curious about that. The other thing I'm curious about is the members, if I can name them, okay? I have a list of their names. This is from BTS Wiki. You can see that it doesn't have the pictures next to it. Maybe you can't see it, I don't know. But have the cast as RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. The only one I could tell for sure is RM, because I said before that he's the cool one, but I know what he looks like. This isn't... Okay, so RM is touching his ear in the back, right? Is that correct? I think that's correct. Oh, I don't know what the other ones are though. Is the singer right now, is that V or 5? Is that V? Is the one with the earrings back there? Oh, I don't want to guess yet. Okay. Oh, their hair is different colors than the last time I watched them. Is this one Jimin? That's RM. Yeah. RM coming in hot to the keyboard warriors out there. Love it. I want to guess who they are, but I'm going to be so wrong. I remember Jimin. Jimin looked like younger to me in the last video and got a lot of the high notes. So Jimin, I think, but I'm also feeling it might be Jungkook, but also it could be one of 7. I don't know. Always stay true to yourself. I really like this set. Yeah. Get that rock and roll guitar squealing out at the end. Well done. I like that. I like that first song. Let's see what the the internet says. That song was called Born Singer. Makes sense. They repeated that line multiple times. Really loving what I'm hearing so far. It's got sort of like a soul kind of R&B kind of vibe to it, but really cool. Really cool. I like it. Thumbs up so far. Let's keep going. No more ads. I don't want any more ads. It's gonna be a recurring theme here.
Was it honestly the best? Cause I just wanna see the next 부지런히 지나온 어제들 속에 참 아름답게 Yeah, the past was honestly the best But my best is what comes next I'm not playing it for sure 그날을 향해 숨이 벅차게 The best moment is yet to come
Yeah! Get that.
Moment is yet to come
Oh.
Coolest boys in the world. Let go.
Yeah! Real funky.
통할 수 없는 내 이제 무겁기만 해 노래가 좋았다고 그저 달릴 뿐이라고 Promise that we'll keep on coming back for more 너의 마음속 깊은 어딘가 여전한 소년이 있어 Moment is yet to come, yet to come 당신은 꼼꼼한가 그 길의 끝이
They said the dream word. Somewhere in Dream World is available wherever you get your music online. I'm really digging the drummer. I'm really digging the sound of the snare. It's got a nice crisp ka. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
무엇일까 Moment is yet to come 모두가 숨긴 밤 우리 발을 멈추지 않아 Yet to come
We gonna touch the sky for the day we die.
Moment is yet to come
자 이제 시작이야. The best yet to come.
언젠가부터
Ooh, listen to that drop. We have a big fill before everything stops. The drums are accenting ba, 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 and then there's no downbeat. It's just back to the hi-hat. I like this.
Best yet to come.
언젠가부터 붙은 불편한 수식어
Yeah.
최고란 말은 아직까지 낯간지러워 난 나만의 경험하기 좋은 걸 여전히 그때와 다른 게 별로
나만 다른 게 별로 없다면 you say 설레라게 난 변화는 많았지만 변함은 없었다 어느 샷도 내 순간이 새로운 최선 지금 난 마치 13살 그때 나처럼 배틀
아직도 배울 게 많고 나 인생 채울 게 많아 그 이유 물어본다면 내 심장이 말하잖아 We ain't about it 이 세상의 기대 We ain't about it
Okay.
최고란 기준의 step
About it. Okay, yeah. Again. We ain't about it. Okay, yep. We so about it. Okay, we flip it.
결국 또 제자리 Back to one.
마음속 깊은 어딘가
Yeah.
여전한 소년이 있어
Yeah. Solo guitar.
We gonna touch the sky for the day we die. The best yet
Yeah, the best was honestly the best. But my best is what comes next. We can say it anymore. 그날을 향해 또 You and that best moment is yet to come.
Whoa, yeah. I can't stop the songs because I'm having a good time. Look at this drummer. The drummer's smiling. I'm smiling. I'm feeling good. Is there more? No, that's the end of the song. It is a little awkward when the song finishes and there's no cheers, but like I instinctively want to cheer. I feel like I'm there. I bet that army watching this is like they get to the end of the song and they're just like, yes, I love love you. I'm not catching every single lyric that's coming across the screen, but I am understanding that this song seems to be sort of a, we've done a lot in our lives. People are really celebratory of it, but we just really love music. We love what we're doing. We're still feeling like those 13-year-old boys where we started off, and we're doing it for the love, and people say we're the best, but hey, you know what? Like, we're just here to have a good time, and I appreciate that energy. I do. I really like that energy. I like when people just celebrate like, hey, look, I've come a long way, and I've got more distance to grow in the future, but I'm just here for the ride. Let's have a good time. Thumbs up. No, go away, ads.
Please give a warm welcome to our dearly special guest, Anderson. Hey, come here.
Nice.
Come right in.
Welcome.
What made this amazing collab possible was that we've been seeing each other lately. We were at the Grammys together. We went to each other's concerts.
Right here, if you look at RM's eye line, they're looking out not directly into, well, I guess it's a little shaded, but I don't think they're looking directly into the camera that's filming. He's probably either reading from a teleprompter, or he's not been directed to look at the correct camera, or probably more likely, they just chose a different angle in editing. But my actual guess is that it's teleprompter. They have a lot of information they want to convey. They want to make sure that everybody gets exactly what they're supposed to get out of this. So he probably has some preset questions on the teleprompter to be there for help just in case he needs it. That is not a crutch. I need you to remember that's not a bad thing. I mean, BTS has what, hundreds of songs? You've all said that they have so many songs. I can only remember a handful of things at a time. So even I forget some of my own words, and I only have like 100 songs total. For them to be able to remember 300 songs is a lot of stuff to cram into the little brains that us humans have. So having a teleprompter with the lyrics or a script for the interstitial stuff, that's not a crutch. That's just to make sure that the production goes by just a little bit more smoothly. So right now it looks like he's reading off a teleprompter. That's what I'm getting as a video production specialist, but just a thing I noticed. No comment.
Shout out to Soul and She.
Shout out to Soul.
Okay, we cut away. Whenever something cuts away, whenever you're seeing something like this and then it cuts to a random street or something outside of what you're watching, there's probably an edit that's being covered up. As an editor, we do that all the time. Sometimes like they had to change positions or there was a blooper. And then if you just cut from one take to the next take, there's like a jump cut. And that jump cut is very awkward unless you're a YouTuber for some reason. But to cut out that jump cut, we cut away to something else. The thing that feels a little empty for me is I would have loved to have that road sound or the ambience of this desert that they're in. But it's not a knock, it's just a personal preference.
𝗖𝗛𝗦 concert. 어땠어요? How was it?
Boom. Let's go. Boom.
It was
Boom.
amazing. It was
It was legendary.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, get into it.
Yeah.
Somebody asks you a question, you could just dance the answer. Hey, I'll step in. I'll play drums with you. I'll play drums with them. Sure. Sounds fun. Oh, they're in California.
그렇죠.
14년 10월 11월입니다.
They got all the dates memorized? Or is it pre-scripted?
뭐 저 같은 경우는 이제 옛날에 이제 정국이가 울어 하면 울 때
그게 최고의 순간인가요?
정말 최고의 순간이 아니었나
그게 최고의 순간이야?
10년 차가 되면서 그게 최고의 순간이 아니야. 아주 정말
근데 얘 변했어요.
소박하고 좋네요.
원래
이젠 다시는 못
Okay,
보여요.
so that's
사람
Jungkook.
변해요. 안 변하면
The one answering now.
제가 본 최고의 순간은 뭐 딱 하나만 뽑으라 했지만 전 정말 매 순간순간이 정말 최고의 순간이지 않나.
Ah, cop out.
하고 있습니다.
Cop out.
그래도 뭐 지금의 저의 모습이
You notice how windy it is? There's a lot of, you can see like their clothes and their hair like blowing a lot. Usually when it's so windy, microphones pick that up and it's very... But they're doing a pretty good job of cutting out that wind. They must have quite the, I don't know, quite the system going on.
각자 한번 박수 한번 쳐줍시다.
Yeah, well done. Well done. You've done a lot. Keep going.
고생하셨습니다.
진영이랑 또 태영이가 약간씩 좀 설명해 주면 좋을 것 같아요.
네, 이 앨범은 저희가 이제 데뷔한 지 한 10년 정도 됐으니까 뭐 한 번씩
So this is
뭔가
Jin.
이렇게
Okay, so I was wrong. That was not Jungkook. Jungkook is next to him. So I'm going to say from left to right, Jin, Jungkook, V, RM, Oh, and then I'm gonna say 𝗙𝗛𝗓𝗚𝗏, 𝗡𝗏, and 𝗔𝗔𝗓 on the end. No. 𝗔𝗔𝗓 is next to RM, and then 𝗡𝗏, and then 𝗙𝗛𝗓 on the end. That's my guess. I have no idea, but that's my guess.
If I never met you, 오늘 어떤 모습일까? Baby,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
every time I miss you, 습관이 돼버린 그 말. It's so true.
Let's go.
3.
너부터 보낸 10년 전.
Okay, we're gonna go 4. Yeah.
너무 쉽게
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that there's something really interesting about the difference between 3/4, 6/8, and 6/4. It's really hard to identify which one we're playing in. This one has that sort of gospel swing feel that you would typically get out of a 3/4 like kind of church song. But the accent, the snare hit, or the click on the side of the snare is on the 4th beat, which leads me to believe it's in 6/8. Either way, we know that the division of notes is in 3s rather than in 4s, and that's how we can count the song. So whether you call it 3/4, 6/8, or 6/4, the time signature is not in 4/4. So that's all. I like it.
많은 계절 뒤에 겨우 뒤돌아봤을 때 You always here with us together And every second was forever
측정할 수 없는
That was edited highly. There's something about the vocals there.
With us together And every second was forever
Yeah, okay, I know you guys hate it when I say that it's auto-tune, so let me explain once more. Auto-tune is a plug-in, but it's also the industry term for pitch correction. So if you're not using auto-tune, maybe you're using something like Melodyne. Either way, there is some pitch correction happening on this person's voice, and you can hear it mostly when the notes go like they skip a couple of notes, but instead of sliding down, he hits every individual note really hard, and it sounds a little processed. Listen one more time.
Always here with us together
There is a robotic sound to it. I know a lot of ARMY get really upset. They're like, oh, he just sounds like that. He just sounds like that naturally. I'm not saying that he can't sing. I'm saying that the editor who is working and mixing this song has chosen to use pitch correction to make sure these notes are perfect. That's not a problem. That's just a stylistic choice. But it is there.
Every second was forever
Still sounds nice.
미끄러지던 내 삶 내게 해머리게 닿으면 내지 않길 바랬던 말 이제 내가 느껴
love the slow, just
언제든 돌아올 테니까 baby don't
slow
you
jam.
우리가 가는 이 길이 모두 다 길이 될 테니 oh.
If I never met you 난 어떤 모습일까 Baby
Oh baby
Every time I miss you 습관이 돼버린 그 말
Yep.
You're my best friend for the rest of my life
That one sounded a little more natural.
하나 두 살 우리의 합 잊지 못할 모든 순간 All night all night 책임져준
Spring Day, huh?
덕분에
That's a reference, isn't it?
위로해준 너에게 무수한 말 그게 날 만든 거야 그래 넌 나의 젊음 또 나의 청춘 고마운 내 자랑 내 전국도 love
사방이 깜깜해지 그 사이 한 줄기 빛 정말 그대의 습관 영참 함께 임해 우린 빛나죠
달리고 넘어지고 일으켜지고 쓰러지기도 그 손을 밀어줄 테니 몇 번이든 일어날 테니 뛰면 잠시 쉬어도 돼널 기다리면 되나 이곳에
Daydreaming about a space and really don't wanna say goodbye.
If I never met you 넌 어떤 모습일까 Baby Every time I miss you 습관이 돼버린 게 mine You're my best friend for the rest of my life
Ooh, yeah. Get it.
I wish I could turn back time Ooh, 모든 게 쉽던 그때 더 많이 해질 걸 goodbye
I'll be with you for the rest of my
Oh, yeah. Cute.
For the rest of my life.
rest of my life.
Beautiful. Aw, nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Is that it? Is that the whole thing? That is. Okay. The big thing I'm taking away from this is actually not anything to do with music this time. Surprise, surprise. Came to the Rocker Review and I don't have much to say about the music. The songs were all basically exactly as they needed to be. Nothing really went out of the way to be something like, reinventing the wheel or anything. I mean, they're all very soulful songs. I think if you listen to more soul and R&B, you'll hear a lot of similar type stuff. But they have their own signature flair. BTS definitely shows their appreciation to their fans. They're spelling it out. They're not even hiding it in deep metaphors. They're just saying, hey, we respect you. We're thankful for all of the love that you've given us over the years. And all three songs seem to be kind of a celebration of where they came from, where they are, where they're going. We know that they're taking a break right now because they're going to do some time in the Korean Army, but it's exciting to know that they are still so hopeful for the future. I'm excited to see where they go as well. I'm excited to see where they came from. Could you tell me what's the first performance that BTS did that I can watch and react to next time I come around to them? Because I'd like to see how far they've come. We've seen their more recent stuff on this channel. Now I want to see their old stuff. So give me a song or two from their old stuff. Altogether, the thing I'm taking away from this is I'd actually like to see more artists do just a nice sit-down concert. Not a sitting concert, but like a show that you perform some songs and then you talk a little bit. Some of my favorite things from my favorite artists are when I get to see them backstage or between songs, like they're little, like get to know a little bit more about the humans who are behind the music. That always interests me. And so seeing this 25-minute video where they've dedicated almost all of that time to just sitting and talking and like sharing experiences, that's really cool. And I think as an army, I can understand why you would want to watch this, because you get to know them just a little bit more. As someone who's not quite army yet, as someone who's still kind of learning about them, there was a bit maybe too much talking in the middle. I would have liked to see more songs and more dances, more performances, but that doesn't degrade my experience of the band. That's just 2022 focus. We all want something fast and quick and like immediate. And so I would have liked a little bit more energy, but I didn't know that coming in. So if you told me that they were going to spend a good 20 minutes just talking, I'd have been like, all right, cool. I want to see what they have to say. So that has nothing to do with them or you. That's just my own false expectations. But either way, I do appreciate what this performance is. I appreciate that they took time to talk about who they are and where they're going. I think it's awesome. I wish more bands would do it. So thumbs up to BTS, thumbs up from me. The Rocker Review says 2 thumbs up. We'll get 2 thumbs up. I think 2 thumbs up is trademarked. You get 2 rock and rolls up. We'll call it that. I did used to do some drumming for a church for 10 years, so I do kind of miss that little soulful 3, 4, 6, 8, whatever time vibe, but it's really fun to hear this style of music, and then throwing in the hip-hop verses in between. Really fresh, really interesting. I don't know. I like it. Good job. Good job, BTS. No surprise. Now it's your turn. Tell me what you think about Proof Live. Did you like it? Did you learn something from it? Or are you just an army that's here to see another person reacting? Let me know down in the comments. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what your favorite song is. I'd love to know more about what you love about BTS. And of course, check out my music. Midnight Notion is available all across the internet. I don't have as much hip hop in my music, but I have influences from all across the board. So maybe there's something that you'll like to listen to. And of course, rock that subscribe button, because next week we're checking out dance, pop, or EDM. So leave your suggestions for artists that are falling into that genre, and I'll check them out next week. And hey, you know what? You're awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm thankful for all the support that you've given me, just as BTS is thankful to their army. I'm thankful for my dreamers. So thanks for being here. I love you. I respect you. And I hope you have an awesome day. And don't forget, you rock.